Okay, queens, where you at? I need my girls, my females, my queens. Tap in and subscribe.
Oh, my queen, my queen. Oh, she. Beautiful, wonderfully made. She's heaven's angel, so strong, even in struggle. Yeah, when life comes. Oh, my queen, my queen. Oh, she. Oh, she. Beautiful, wonderfully made. She's heaven's angel, so strong, even in struggle. Yeah, when life comes like a storm from every angle, she rises above it all, backbone of every home. Nothing compares to all she do. True meaning of every family. She's the glue. Yeah. Where would we be without you? You brought us Martin, Malcolm, and Obama. Yeah. And Jesus too. Oh, she's sophisticated, strong, simply amazing, humble, honest, and helpful, educated, ebony, eccentric, empowering. She's a queen, she's a queen. We better treat her like a queen. Oh, her strength is amazing. Life inside, 9 months she's carrying. Back to work, cause the family she's carrying. Society don't give her just due, but she prevails and stands tall. A champion, a true woman. Nothing compares to all she do. Yeah, the true meaning of every family. She's the glue. Yeah. My queen, my queen. Oh, she. Oh, she. Beautiful, wonderfully made. She's heaven's angel, so strong, even in struggle. Yeah. When life comes like a storm from every angle, she rises above it all, backbone of every home. Nothing compares to all she do. True meaning of every family. She's the glue. Yeah. Where would we be without you? You brought us Martin, Malcolm, and Obama. Yeah. And Jesus too. Oh, she's sophisticated. educated, strong, simply amazing. He's humble, honest, and helpful. Educated, ebony, eccentric, empowering. She's a queen. She's a queen. You better treat her like a queen. Oh, oh, oh. Her strength is amazing. Life inside, 9 months she's carrying. Back to work, cause the family she's carrying. Society don't give her just due, but she prevails and stands tall. A champion, a true woman. Nothing compares to all she do. Yeah, the true meaning of every family. She's the glue. Yeah.
TikTok or Instagram? Do you have a business? No. Okay. You have a website? No. Have a boyfriend? Yes. What's his name? Just kidding. No, I don't have a boyfriend. You have a girlfriend? No. Okay. My purpose in life is to become something big. And I'm gonna show people that if you really put your mind to something and you really believe in yourself, that you can do it. You have to try your best. Okay. Believe in God. What's your You've been searching for something that's real. You've been searching for something that's real. You've been searching. You've been searching. You've been searching for something that's real. Made my home. Understand this world is not my home. Hoping but not hoping they gonna miss me when I'm gone. I have a lot of passions actually. I like to run, I like cross country, and I like to sing and dance and stuff. I think that my areas of opportunity are probably, this is really specific, probably in computer class, because I'm passing the class, I have an A, but I still struggle with some things, because like some things I don't really understand, because it's like coding and stuff. But I'm good at it, but I could be better. So I think that that's definitely an area for improvement and development. Quote: "Oh, don't be a spectator, be a participant." From my 6th grade teacher. Right now. I'm gone. You've been searching. You've been searching. You've been searching for something that's real. Been fornicating with these lyrics from a baby. Been fornicating with these lyrics, understand me. Sexual healing so fulfilling that it can't be. I've been searching for my passion in this industry. One day I found it and I hold it like a dolphin. Administration, segregation, congregation, meditation, no hesitation. Amazing grace, how sweet the sounds that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I found, was blind, but now
know you got a story.
Hi, my name is Shadi Thomas. I attend Dismal Jackson Elementary School, and my hobbies are singing, soccer, decorating, running, and swimming.
I know you got a story and you just don't want to wait. Adrena's Haven 916, you know we can relate.
To the men when I say this, if you're dealing with a toxic ex-girlfriend or a female that's back and forth in your life, I promise you, she does not give a shit about you. She is merely just using you as an ego booster because she knows that you got a soft spot in your heart for her, and she's going to take that shit and run with it. A lot of toxic and narcissistic females use this tactic to keep men attached to them. That's the only reason why she's popping up in your life, okay? She doesn't give a fuck about you. She doesn't miss you. She doesn't love you. She just thrives off the fact that there's a guy out there simping over her. She can be on the phone with her friends being like, yo, I call him at 2 a.m. He answers on the first ring. I tell him to come over. He says he's 5 minutes away. I got him so wrapped around my finger. It's crazy. What's crazy is that she's selfish. She doesn't even want you, but she doesn't want to see you with somebody else either. She doesn't want to see you moved on or happy. So when she sees another female that you got your focus on, she's going to be right back in your life, fucking shit up and having you more confused than ever and back to being stuck on her. And she got what she wanted. You're back to being stuck on her. Like, that's what's fucked up. That's the only reason why she came back.
If you are a father and you know what a man is like, you've been there, done that, you have a daughter and you desire for her to possess a queen mentality and queen consciousness and being aware of the queen that is within her. I'm speaking to you too, because perhaps you may not know how to articulate it to your daughter. Hello, my dear lovelies. It's Drina from Drina's Haven 916. I have a couple of golden nuggets for you, queens.
I know you got a story and you just don't want
this
to
message
wait.
Is directed to the queens, the women and females who desire to be queens. I've always said that being a queen is a mentality. It is not your outward adornment. It is your conscious thinking. It is your inner being. What you think about yourself, knowing your self worth. What is a queen? What is a queen? What is being queen conscious? What is being aware of the queen within? When you are happy with yourself, by yourself, for yourself, and you have things going on for yourself, meaning you can provide for yourself, can take care of your shopping, and you have your own credit card, job, your own stream of income, you have your spiritual relationship with your creator. You are that what the world calls every woman. You know the song, I'm every woman, it's all in me. Okay, that mentality right there, you are what you think you are. Okay, it starts with how you think, what you feel about yourself. You are conscious about knowing your self worth. You are conscious about knowing what you will accept and what you won't accept. I am no relationship expert. I have some golden nuggets and gems, and I'm going to share a few of them with you. You just know that, okay, how am I going to have this conversation with my daughter? And I am a father. Well, first of all, the queen mentality and being conscious of the queen that is within starts at a very young age. Starts at a very young age. Like I said, I'm no relationship expert. However, I do know that there is a queen within. And like I say, what is in you is going to come out of you. What comes out of you is going to be around you. So there are some qualities that a queen conscious woman, or a woman that is aware of the queen that is within her, displays. And like I said, those things are: she knows who she is, she knows whose she is. There's certain things that she's not going to tolerate. So we're talking about knowing and being aware of the queen that is in you, and what are those qualities that a queen possesses. The queen is slow to speak and quick to listen. She honors herself, she respects herself. She does not use her body and her outward adornment to get the things that she wants, because you know why? She can use her brain, her intellect, to get the things that she wants. She does not have to sell her body or give up her body and her most prized possessions in order for a man or a potential king, or someone who she desires to be her king. She doesn't have to sell herself out in order to feel like a queen. You know, when you are a queen, you know when you are aware that you have queen potential, when you are, number one, you are already happy. You're happy with yourself. Number two, you have you have things going on for yourself. You have goals, you have a vision, you have a mission for yourself. You take pride. You take pride in taking care of your children, providing for your children. And if you're not a parent, then you take pride in being a greater blessing to other children that are not even yours. I'm not talking about your man or your potential man that have several kids or several children by several different baby mothers, and you're paying his child support for all of these different children. No, 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 no. That is not uh, being aware of the queen that is in you. That is called foolery. That is putting a crown on a clown. He's not ready for you. You know, when you are aware of the queen in you, when you know that, okay, yeah, the small still voice is telling me he's not the one. We as women have been conditioned by society that it's okay to chase after a man, to chase after a king. First of all, the Bible says, he who findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtains favor with the Lord. Not she who findeth a husband. No, he who findeth a wife. He will find you. My dear queens and my dear potential queens, I implore you to do a inner search of yourself, do an inner reflection of yourself, and unpack your baggage. I haven't always been queen conscious. I'm still in learning mode. Stay in learning mode. Learn for yourself. Research for yourself. There's a scripture that speaks to study to show yourself approved. A workman needeth not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Whatever your faith is, whatever your relationship is with your creator, tap into that. If you feel like you need a man, then you don't need a man. If you feel like you need to be in a relationship, you don't need to be in a relationship. Once you unpack your baggage and really get to know yourself and really level your game up, you will be so much prouder of yourself, and you will be able to walk in that, hold your head up, no matter what mistakes you've made in your life. And you know what? Your king is going to find you. He is going to see you. I'm going to leave you with this last little golden nugget pertaining to Adam and Eve. When God made Eve from the rib of Adam, he put Adam to sleep. He put Adam to sleep, and he took the rib from Adam and he formed Eve from the rib. She was in the process of being made. She was in the process of being formed. She was in the process of becoming a queen. When Adam woke up, she was already made. What am I saying to you? A queen is already made when her king finds her. When Adam met Eve, he said, "Whoa, you are bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh, and I will call you woman, because you came from my womb." What if Adam was awake when God formed Eve and he saw the whole process and the transition of her becoming a woman? He wouldn't be able to appreciate her because he had to see all of the ugliness and the blood and the, whatever, use your imagination, that she had to go through to become who she became. And when he saw her, he was just in awe. So that is just like a metaphor. I'm trying to drive home a point to you. I have a lot more gems and golden nuggets to drop on you all about being aware of the queen that is within you. This right here is a golden nugget. If you can't use it now, use it later, like I said, like a credit card. And if it's not for you, then pass it on to someone else who it may be for. All right. So this right here is being aware of the queen that is in you, and how you know when you are aware that there is a queen in you, and how to develop that queen that is in you, so that your light can shine so bright that your king won't be able to miss you. And you have to know the difference between a king and a clown in a crown. I know you got a story and you just don't want to wait. Adrena's Haven 916, you know we can relate. Adrena's Haven 916. Adrena's Haven 916.
To the men when I say this, if you're dealing with a toxic ex-girlfriend or a female that's back and forth in your life, I promise you, she does not give a shit about you. She is merely just using you as an ego booster because she knows that you got a soft spot in your heart for her, and she's going to take that shit and run with it. A lot of toxic and narcissistic females use this tactic to keep men attached to them. That's the only reason why she's popping up in your life, okay? She doesn't give a fuck about you. She doesn't miss you. She doesn't love you. She just thrives off the fact that there's a guy out there simping over her. She can be on the phone with her friends being like, yo, I call him at 2 a.m. He answers on the first ring. I tell him to come over. He says he's 5 minutes away. I got him so wrapped around my finger. It's crazy. What's crazy is that she's selfish. She doesn't even want you, but she doesn't want to see you with somebody else either. She doesn't want to see you moved on or happy. So when she sees another female that you got your focus on, she's going to be right back in your life, fucking shit up and having you more confused than ever and back to being stuck on her. And she got what she wanted. You're back to being stuck on her. Like, that's what's fucked up. That's the only reason why she came back.
to me vlogging in my car. You know, I vlog in my car sometimes when I'm driving and I feel a little bit anxious. It just really helps me. As you may notice, I have a passenger. Introduce yourself.
Me.
That would be Dirty Weather 916. So I started feeling anxious a few minutes ago, just out of the blue. That's just how my anxiety works, and it helps me to vlog in my car. And I think I started feeling anxious because I know he over there having a panic attack. It's not funny. I know you're over there having a panic attack.
I done bit up the whole inside of my lips. With my
For
mouth.
whatever reason.
Nerves.
Yeah, being a passenger is, you know, affects him. Me driving affects me in like certain ways for certain reasons, only God knows. But anyway, as I was driving, I was thinking, and my instinct was to, okay, vlog. So that is what I am doing. And I was thinking about a video that I made earlier. And I think it was about Queens Ask Questions, right? You watched it?
Yeah.
No. Did you really?
With you, yes.
You watched it with me. Interesting. Okay, so, baby, you love me?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know that I love you?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Does love pay the bills?
No.
Uh-huh. What pays the bills?
Good penis.
Babe! What pays the bills?
Money, of course.
Money, of course. And how we get money?
Various ways.
What's the main way?
Hustle.
What? Hustle. Okay. How about work? Or do you feel like working and hustling is the same thing?
I think it's the same thing.
Working and hustling is the same thing. Okay. In your opinion, and I respect that.
Because guess what? If you working and you got a job and you lose that job and you ain't got no hustle, then you stuck broke until you get the next job. So that could take a month, that could take 2 months. You just know you gotta start begging money from everybody because that's all you was doing. You didn't have no hustle.
Oh. So do you think that, like, in your opinion, how many hustles, or I like to call it streams of income, how many streams of income should a couple, a royal couple, a king and a queen, approximately, in your opinion, how many streams of income or how many hustles should a royal, babe, be serious?
I can't really say because that's the standard.
One?
No. And not just 2.
Okay, so if I have a hustle, that's 1. You have a hustle, that's 2.
I have more than one hustle.
How many hustles, if you don't mind?
I would say at least 3.
Okay, I like that. So you have at least 3 hustles. I have at least 3 hustles. So collectively, we have at least 6 hustles, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's what pays the bills. Love does not pay the bills. This right here is a vlog for the youngsters, for those that desire to want to be in a relationship, not fully understanding that love does not pay the bills. Love does not pay the bills. So, babe, do you think that I'm a strong woman?
I think you're a very strong woman.
Do you think that my strength, let me see, how do I pose the question? Do you think that me being a strong woman, or just strong women in general, do you think that the media and society looks upon that, they look down upon that?
No.
That they don't look at a strong woman as being a negative?
No. You do have a small pocket of people that believe a certain way,
Mm-hmm.
And they might, but that's a small pocket in the grand scheme of society.
Thank you. That's a great answer. So let me ask you this. You probably wouldn't know this because you're a king. So if you would just patronize me, looking through if you can, look through the lens of a queen, a strong woman, a strong queen. Do you think that the world, society, or just people in general look at a strong queen and say, okay, she's strong, she good, we don't need to check on her? Yes or no?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
I'm gonna say no because there's plenty of masculine women out there that look at and point the finger at, versus a woman that's just being strong in her nature.
Yeah, I agree. Sometimes women and queens, sometimes we have to be strong. Sometimes we don't want to be strong because when we are strong, it seems like people don't check in on us or look in on us or check in to see if we're okay because they automatically think, okay, well, that's a strong woman or she's a strong woman, she's good. And I think that is a false narrative. I think that's fake news because we need to be looked on at. We need to be checked in with as well.
They look at you just as much as they look at a weak man.
That's a good point. So let's talk about a weak man. Do you think that a man that is sensitive is a weak man?
If he allowed them sensitivities to rule his day-to-day life, yes.
Do you think society looks at a sensitive man as being weak?
Yep, because you're not in control of your emotions. Other people control them then.
Do you think it's okay for a man to be sensitive?
Yep, as long as he's in control of it and knows when to stop. You can cry, but if you cry too much, then people gonna be looking around.
Where are you getting all these great answers?
Because I'm a gangster.
Oh my gosh, you're performing for the camera and I'm vlogging for my anxiety. I'm outgoing. Peace, deuces. And thank you so much for tuning in. We've made it to our destination. All panic and anxiety is over.
Think for yourself.
We can breathe down and pull it into the parking lot of our destination. We're gonna go fishing today. We'll have a picnic, go fishing, do some gardening. We have 50, 11 things planned for today. We'll probably get a whole 2 of them done. Right? I'm gonna be great. But let's go pay the bills. Adrena's Haven 916, you know we can relate. Hello, my dear lovelies. It's Trina from Drina's Haven 916. I am so blessed to see another year, another Independence Day, 4th of July, and I hope you all are being safe and enjoying your family time and enjoying the fireworks and food and fun and festivities and all of that. I had something on my mind real quick, and I stopped everything I was doing, and I really want to speak to the queens and kings. Remember, being a queen and being a king is a mentality. Let me read something to you. This is from the King James Version of the Bible, and it comes from the book of Hosea. Hosea, the 4th chapter and the 6th verse. And it states, "My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children." The first part of that is what I really want to drive home. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge because they have rejected knowledge. Once you know better, you do better. hopefully, when you know better, you do better. I really want to talk about just really quick, just drop this golden nugget and these gems on my queens. Listen, it's okay if you're lonely. It's okay if you are alone. It's not the end of the world. And by you being lonely or feeling alone and giving up your most prized possessions to fill that void, the same void is going to be there afterwards. Women, queens, we are emotional and we tend to fall into the trap of what a man is telling us, because what goes into our ears, it goes into our hearts. We are emotional beings. For a man, men are mostly physical, right? They're mostly physical. But let me tell you something. Hold out, stand strong, and embrace being alone. Embrace when you are feeling lonely. That is your time. That is your time that you can reflect. You can focus on yourself. You can focus on getting your household together, clean your house, clean your room, your bathroom, redecorate. Do whatever it is that you have to do. Do what you have to do. But what you don't have to do is sell yourself out for a temporary moment of a physical desire. This is the electronic age. Please believe me. Use your imagination for what I'm talking about. You do not need to sell yourself out. You are a queen. You are a queen. Wonderful, beautifully made, simply amazing. Simply amazing. Tell yourself that I am simply amazing. In Jeremiah 29:11, God said, I know the thoughts that I think towards you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not evil, to give you a future and a hope. There was a time when I felt hopeless. There was a time that I didn't feel like I even had the right to laugh or smile or, joke or anything like that. But you know what? I had to go through that so I could get to the point where the grieving process, whatever you grieving about, you could be grieving about a relationship that ended, the loss of a loved one, the loss of a job, the loss of housing, whatever the case may be. There are stages of grief that you must go through. If you bury it, it's gonna come out, it's gonna come back up. So deal with that so that you can be okay for yourself and that you can move forward in your greatness. Don't you know that you were called for greatness? Chosen with holy boldness, chosen for greatness. There's a song, oh, don't you know that you were called for greatness, chosen to reign and lead with holy boldness. I see your failures and I know you need answers, but those with great failures are destined to be great winners. See yourself in the future. My dear sisters, you are royalty. That's my message for you today. God bless you, your family, your comings, and your goings. I love you. It's Drina from Drina's Haven 916. Talk to you later. Hello, my dear lovelies. Good morning or afternoon or evening, wherever you might be in the world. Got a quick golden nugget message for you about the queens. Listen, change your mind. Being a queen is a mindset. It is how you think. It is how you feel about yourself. I did a video last night and a couple of videos before that. I'm really passionate about this because I have daughters and now I have granddaughters. And it is so very important that you understand. You have to understand that you have to change your mind. Society has conditioned us women, females, that we are not the prize. You are the prize. If a man tells you, or if men are speaking amongst themselves and looking at one another upside the head, talking about, I'm the prize, yeah, I'm the prize, and you the prize, and no, you are the prize. Know it. Say it. Receive it. Believe it. You are the prize. So, if you've been conditioned, if your mind has been conditioned socially to think that the man is the prize, I'm gonna need you to change your mind. Okay? Do not conform yourself to that narrative. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. And once you change your mind, oh my goodness, a changed mind is the most powerful tool in your arsenal. Hey, it's Drina from Drina's Haven 916. Please believe me. Hello, my dear lovelies. It's Drina. Let me just vlog right quick about queens. Myself, a queen. Remember, being a queen is a mentality. It is your inward adornment and not your outward adornment. Just because you have a crown or tiara does not mean you are a queen. A queen is a mentality. So I have to have the mentality of a queen when I am searching out, looking for, and verifying my king. Queens ask questions. I was listening to R.C. Blake's, and he was talking about asking questions, how queens ask questions and verify. So I ask a lot of questions. I've been asking a lot of questions. And so when you're a king or someone who desires to be your king cannot sit under fire and answer questions, then you need to rethink that. And why am I saying that? What do I mean by that? I have a tendency to revert back to what is normal and what is comfortable for me. And for me, I ask a lot of questions. And a lot of times that puts Curtis on the defense because he feels like he's in the hot seat. And in all reality, I'm simply verifying. I see you. I hear you. But more importantly, I'm listening to you. Anybody can hear. I said it before. Anybody can hear if they have the tools to do so. But listening requires thinking. So, queens, ask questions. Ask the right questions. And then observe. Example, if you ask your potential king a question and he gets the stuttering, can I give you a straight answer? Can I give you the whole truth? You have to be able to discern reading in between the lies. Not the lines, reading in between the lies. Am I saying that, my king tells me lies or lies all the time? No. Is your king lying to you or not telling, the whole truth? No. That's not what I'm saying. You focus on what you can control. And what you can control are the questions that you ask, and then you sit back and observe, and that tells a whole story in itself. It tells a whole story in itself. You can ask Dirty Weather 916. You can ask him today. You can comment on any video. You can comment on this video and then just put at Dirty Weather 916 and ask him, how does that make you feel when Drina's Haven 916 asks you questions? Do you feel like you are under attack? Do you feel like, you're in the hot seat? When actually, in reality, they're just simple questions. And sometimes those questions come by way of not even an answer. It comes by way of a statement, something that maybe he said, which elicited an honest question. And then when your man can't give you a straight answer, and I'm not saying that he doesn't give me straight answers, what prompted me to make this video, like I said, is I was listening to a sermon that, or a talk that R.C. Blakes was talking about, and it resonated because I know a lot of queens and a lot of women who desire to be queens, and they desire a king, and are going about it the wrong way. Especially if you are like me. If you are a nurturer and a nature, am I saying that right? Nurturer and nature. If you are a nurturer like me, I have the tendency to want to make sure that everybody is okay. Whether it's my sons, my daughters, my tenants, my friends, I want to make sure that everyone is okay, to the point where I will go ahead and do without if your need is greater than mine. Of course, without bankrupting myself emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, financially. Without doing those things, I want to make sure that you are okay. I want to make sure that everyone else is okay. I have burdens, that and my cross that I have to bear every single day. I don't speak on it every single day. I talk to God about it. And I get his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and ask for leadership. Ask for him to lead, guide, and direct my footsteps. Because he already knows what's going on. He has solutions to problems we haven't even had yet. So this little quick video is intended to spark something inside of you, my queens. To spark something inside of you, potential kings. When your queen begins to ask you questions, just answer them. Answer them to the best of your ability. Most importantly, if you don't have an answer, please don't shoot one from the hip. It's okay. She's not going to spank you. All you have to do is just say, you know what? That's a great question. Give me a minute. Let me think about that. Let me ponder on that. Note to self, Golden Nugget. It's Drina from Drina's Haven 916. I love you. Have a blessed day, morning, afternoon, or evening on purpose, wherever you might be in the world. Hello, my dear lovelies. It's Drina from Drina's Haven 916 and Alternative Life Solutions. I have just a few things that I want to bring to you all's attention, and they are what I call, as you know, golden nuggets. I was going to go live, then I changed my mind. So I'm just going to make this quick video, and I have my AirPods in. So I hope that you all can hear me.
Sharing my story, it's my story, not his story. When I'm sharing this transparent, giving him the glory. I know you got a story, and you ain't gotta wait. You never know the difference a conversation makes.
Hello, my dear lovelies. It's Drina from Drina's Haven 916 and Alternative Life Solution. 'Tis the season. It's that time again. Charity Tuesday. And yes, it is Wednesday. And we are doing Charity Tuesday. So, click the link in the description and you will be entered into the drawing to win a $50 gift card to the Save Mart grocery store food chains. And it's free. Free! Did I say free? Yes, free. You have to do nothing except fill out the form. Visit alternativelifesolutions.org. Check out our page. Click book on, a form will come up. I'll also put the link to the form in the description. I love you all. I love Charity Tuesday because we are blessed to be a greater blessing. Guess what? I got a couple of golden nuggets for you. I wrote them down. Number one, if you can't handle my truth, you can't handle my journey. Golden nugget number two, if you can't handle my history, you cannot be a part of my destiny. Golden nugget number three, when people crap on you, turn it into fertilizer. I love that one. And last but not least, number four, be a two-headed dragon, not a two-headed snake. That was funny. It's better not to make a vow than to make a vow and break it. I have been promising Manny, you all may remember him from a couple years ago when we were doing the feet on the streets before the COVID pandemic, a young man who is living under the overpass over down the street around the corner of the block. And he had like some cats and I would give him cat food. I saw the city come and literally bulldoze all their stuff away. And I didn't know what had happened to him. And we would have coffee together and we would have conversation. And he is a homeless person that's what he does. I don't know if he really truly desires in his heart, or like when he was a little boy, he said, I want to grow up and be homeless and live up under the freeway ramp. I don't think that was what he had planned for his life. But anyways, that's what it is. So anyway, I ran into him the other day. He's still there. He is still there. So I promised him that I would come back and bring him some tarps, because first I was like, you need blankets because it's like super duper cold. And he's like, no, I'm good on blankets. And you know what? I was going to bring him a camp, like the little camp stove. And I totally just forgot it at the house. Did you move?
No, I'm still right there.
Okay. What do you need?
Money.
Okay. What else?
I think you're all right on food.
Okay. Can you purchase things like out of what's that? Last time I totally forgot to put the gift cards in my purse. You know what? I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna go get the campfire thing because that's been weighing heavily on my heart. Because when you tell people that you're going to do something, they look forward to that. I'm making it my mission and my purpose right now to go to Manny and give him what I said I was going to do. So I want you all to come. My nephew calling. Let me tell you about that. My nephew is 6 years old. He's a kindergartner. And that's my sister's son. He is such oh my gosh. Him and Curtis look like they could be related, literally. So, short of the long, my sister, I'm so proud of her. She decided to change her mind and kickstart a brand new lifestyle. So while she's doing that, I am taking custody of my 6-year-old nephew. There's only two options. He's either going to come from Oakland and live with me in Sacramento, and the other option was foster care. So you do the math on that. Is Curtis going to receive this? You know, is he going to want to like say like, you know, this is too much for me? You know, you're already a ready-made family. But you know what? I'm so surprised. Well, I'm not really surprised, but I'm thankful and I'm grateful that he has really stepped up, and he, like, my nephew is with him right now. He calls him Mr. Curtis. And they're together right now. And so he logs in Zoom with Tyler in the mornings, and Tyler has a very fluid, fluctuating Zoom classroom schedule. I don't like driving at night. It's too much. It's too much! Okay. Wait a minute! I'm getting over. Help me. I'll be right back. So I went back in the house and I got the the camping thing I was talking about. This is it right here. It comes in a case. And let me see if I look. Would you look at that? I'm telling you. It's a freaking camping thing. Oh, I opened it upside down. This is for like outdoor cooking, and it's safe. And I think it takes like a butane little container thingy. And then I'm gonna take you with me across the street, and I got my bam 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 because it's dark out here, and I am not going to be going down underneath the underpass. You have my box right? My God, are you serious? Look at God. Would you look at that? And we can send some off to our family in the Philippines, or if you're just in the need of some hot pink or pink, oh wow, some powder pink. Hold it up, some powder pink. Air Force Somebody One. Can rock. Oh, so I just loaded those 3 boxes in the car. Whew. Come with me across the street, and we're gonna call out for Manny. This is not for Manny. This is for anybody who think they about to do anything out of pocket. My kids be worried about me. They be like, Mom. But you know what? I prayed already, and I know that God has his protection around me. Make sure we charged up. Yeah, good. Okay. Oh, let me turn it around. All right. So I know he used to be like over here. Let me see. Okay. Hold on. Hey, Manny! Manny, are you down there? I got my taser. I'm like, if he don't come out, like, I'm like, click, 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 click. Okay, so I got it. Oh, okay. So just real quick, I've been telling everybody about you. And I'm gonna call you Manny. Who's Manny, right?
That's your mom.
What is Manny?
Huh?
Who's Manny? Jermont? I was calling you Manny this whole time. Anyway, this is Jermont. This is my guy I've been telling y'all about. Yes, I'm so proud of him. He is still around. I thought they bulldozed everything away. Hey, babe.
Yeah.
What you doing?
He getting his back.
Oh, okay. Well, say hi to the people.
Hey, how you doing?
So that's the this gas station, Valero, that I frequent like literally every day. And never crossed my mind to ask them what can they do at the store level. Remember, you all, if you don't want to go through the bureaucracy and the red tape of going through the corporate donations, which you should be going through, corporate for the bigger merchants, but like the stores that you frequent on a daily basis, and they know you, they know your face, they know what you get, they have it ready for you. But even before you get to, to the register, ask them, what can you do at the store level? It is so cumbersome. It's like really hard. But I know that I can do all things through Christ, which gives me strength. With that being said, I cannot do an effective job. I cannot parent effectively. I cannot be an effective partner. And I cannot be an effective auntie and a grandma if I don't have time for myself. So sometimes you have to say, so what? And it's okay. But you want to make sure that you do it with wisdom, with God's guidance, not out of emotion. And so I'm posting this video because I can't possibly be the only person that's going through what I'm going through. And so I'm sharing with you just in case you're going through it, or you're going to be going through it, or you know someone that is going through it. Listen, golden nugget. Take care of yourself, for yourself. Work on yourself. And sometimes you have to do it by yourself. I love you all. Have a blessed morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be. Just don't want to wait. Adrena's Haven 9. Hello, my dear lovelies. It's Drina from Drina's Haven 916 and Alternative Life Solutions, coming at you with a quick golden nugget. First, I want to say, children of mine, I'm tired of being bullied and teased about Drina's Haven 916. I know you got a story and you just don't want to wait. Adrena's Haven 916, you know we can relate. Adrena's Haven. That all the time. I just had to get that shout out because I know y'all be watching. So listen, today is a day that you have never seen before. Neither have I. And it's a day that we'll never see again. So maximize your opportunities on today. Whatever comes your way today, good, bad, or indifferent, stand tall, stand strong. You're not going to fail. If you fall, get back up and keep it moving. That's my golden nugget for you today as I'm in the McDonald's drive-thru getting a healthy breakfast of oatmeal. Talk to you later. Bye. Oh, you know something that came to my mind? OMGZ. So yesterday, Dirty Weather 916 did a live in the morning on his podcast / show called The Bakery. And he named it, I think he named it like Purpose or Your Purpose or something about purpose. So typically, like, if you know that channel and you know like the main team members that are normally on the screen, they don't really. Hello, my dear lovelies. It's Drina. Drina's Haven 916. You all used to me vlogging in my car. You know, I vlog in my car sometimes when I'm driving. Hello, my dear lovelies. It's Drina from Drina's Haven 916. I am in traffic. Oh my goodness. This is just too much. But you know what though? I would rather traffic go slow than going fast on the freeway. You all already know I don't like driving on the freeway, and I like staying in my radius, which is like a 10-mile radius from my home. However, sometimes I have things to do and I got to get where I got to get. So this won't stay still, but like, so as I'm driving, right, I'm having all of these thoughts. Sorry about that. I got a phone call. My babe was checking on me, make sure I was cool on the freeway. I'm talking kind of loud because I have my AC on and I am sweating as usual. Maybe I can turn it down just a little bit. So as I'm driving, I've been having these thoughts, right? All these things going through my mind. The first thing I was thinking about that crossed my mind was, don't take me off my mark. Don't try to take me off my mark. Don't try to take me out the club. You know, that old movie saying, you want to go back to my place? Or you want to step outside and have a smoke? Whatever. I was on a thread of a video. I had made a comment on a video, and it wasn't my video, somebody else's video. And then someone responded to my comment, called me by name, and told me to call them. And I'm thinking, how do I call this person and what could they possibly want from me? So I replied, because I clicked on their profile picture. It took me to their channel. Their channel didn't have anything in the description about like how to contact them. And I don't recognize their username. So maybe this person knows me, maybe they don't. I don't know. So I replied that there's no contact information, send me an email. And the person asked if I would just put my phone number and then take it down. So if you are that person, I don't know who you are, and I don't know what it is that you want. I don't know if it's like you're trying to sell something, or I don't know. The topic that was being discussed on the thread, I just don't see us talking about anything other than that topic. And if there's anything, if there's anything that you want to discuss with me personally, all of my social media and contact information is on every single video on my channel. So if you are a subscriber to my channel, then you know how to contact me. You can send me a message on Instagram as well. It's Drina's _Haven _916. And then even on this video, I will, in the description, I simply just copy and paste all of my social media information where you could contact me. So I just don't care for people that try to take me away from everybody and try to isolate me and get me to themselves for their own personal gain. Or I just want to put it out there that if anyone wants to contact me, my email is in my description. Anyways, I am an optimist, and I would like to believe that this is a positive thing. I don't know, but that's something that I was thinking about that was on my mind. Anyways, I love you all on purpose. Have a blessed day, morning, afternoon, evening. It's Drina from Drina's Haven 916, and I will talk to you later.
I know you got a story and you just
Met a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful person.
My name is Eric Weimer, and I used to be homeless. But the thing is, in order to get out of homelessness, one, you gotta trust, believe, and obey God.
That's right.
Because He's got your back every step of the way. And even though I'm not homeless, I'm still washing windows to get by.
All right.
And there's always a way to approach customers / people that you do know and don't know in order to stay safe out here and not be arrested.
That's right.
Okay. And the thing is, you got to always be polite, no matter what they say to you. You cannot take it to heart. You got to love everybody, no matter who you are, what race you are. But always believe, trust, and obey God, because He's always got your back if you do those things for Him.
That's right. One key thing you said is about homeless, and you still out here taking care of yourself. Yeah, I would like to say that maybe you're not homeless, just houseless, because you're still surviving. You're out here and you got your items, and you're not asking for a handout.
Exactly.
You're asking to.
I'm not standing in front of the store doors begging for money. I'm actually wanting to help them from getting in a wreck by washing their windows.
There you go.
And I always love helping people because people need you too.
That's right, because everybody matters. Thank you so much. It was very nice meeting you.
You have a blessed day.
I appreciate you very much.
2000, I was in the hole for attempted murder. So in 2000, the way the yard is in Salinas Valley is eight buildings. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way to 8. But in the middle, there's a wall. So basically, you have D1, 2, 3, 4, and then you have D5, 6, 7, 8. But they're two separate operations going on. But D1 is the hole, D2 is the hole, and then on the other side of the yard, D8 is the hole. So anyhow, enough about the holes. But if you hit the pin and you, it happens all the time. Somebody that come from a good background, mama love you, daddy love you. You might even had a job. Somebody come from a good background, man. Mistakes happen. So if you find yourself in the pen and you a square, first and foremost, know this: if you gonna hold your own, if you got heart, you're gonna be all right. If you know who you are as a person, you're gonna be all right. It's strength in numbers, of course, and people are always looking to recruit. But if you know who you are as a person, you all right. So what normally happens with squares when they come, if they're not a blood, they're not a Crip, they're not a Bay Area, they're not none of that shit, then what happens is you find people like yourself. It's a phenomenon, really, how the people that are squares find each other and they form clans, which is not to say that they gonna all fight, but they find a camaraderie amongst other squares. And not to say nothing bad or nothing like that. So don't worry about it. But a lot of them end up, finding people like themselves and being all right. As long as you don't let nobody punk you, call you a bitch you out. Because if somebody bitch you out, then there's somebody in the cuts waiting to bitch you out right after that person. So hold your own and you'll be all right. Man, that's my take, man. I've rambled long enough. Dirty Weather. Go. Sharing my story, it's my story, not his story. When I'm sharing this transparent, giving him the glory. I know you got a story, and you ain't got a way. You never know the difference a conversation makes.
Hey. Hey, hey, hey. Last one. Before I, anybody want to
When a
join the
person
panel?
has
Come up.
decided that they no longer want to move forward with you, either in a friendship or a relationship, you have to understand that at that point and in that moment, in that context, you are powerless. And the only thing that you have control over is your own self. You have to have the mind frame and the mindset of, I cannot control what someone else feels. I cannot control what someone else's decisions are, but what you can control, you can control your own self. You have to choose your own self. You have to choose your own. When I say a friend, I mean this is somebody you can depend on. When I say friend, that means that you have my personal phone number. You could call me and I
Thank you so much, everyone, for tapping in and joining in with my silent watch. And I have a few different playlists. This one I played, I think was called Kings and Queens playlist. Like, I have so many videos that there's really no need for me to make any new videos, because I could just run these videos back, because every time I even watch my videos back, I learn something new. This is a golden nugget for you all. Here's a joke, and it's like a brain teaser. When do you ride a horse backwards? The answer is when you want to see where you have been. I'll say it again. When do you ride a horse backwards? And the answer is when you want to see where you have been. So what you have experienced right now is that I just rode a horse backwards. So I can see where I've been. So I could watch my videos back and say, oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that video. Because a lot of times when I'm uploading content or I'm doing videos, it's basically I started out doing a vlog. So I'm vlogging, right? And I'm vlogging my thoughts, what I'm going through, what I know someone else is going through. And I talk about it. That's very, very important. If you're not writing things down, or if you're not talking it out and you're keeping it all inside and bottled up, that's a recipe for disaster. You are basically imploding. So we don't want to implode. I don't want to implode. So therefore, all of the things that's going on in my life, all of the things that I'm consuming in on a daily basis, so there has to be some type of outlet. You have to have some type of outlet. So for me, it's vlogging, recording myself, or journaling and writing it down. And then I can go back and visit it on a specific day. Or, we in the technology age. I can go to YouTube Studios and go to content and scroll through my content and say, oh yeah, I remember that, or I remember this. And then just watch it back. Just a reminder of where I've been. We don't want to spend too much time, though, my dear lovelies, my dear kings and queens, focusing on the past, especially the not so good times. We don't want to forget them. And the reason why we don't want to forget where we've been, because we want to remember where we're going and what mistakes that we shouldn't be making again. Because it doesn't make any sense to keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. We all know that is the definition of insanity. So we don't want to do that. But here is what I want to communicate to you all on today. Those of you who are rocking and rolling and scrolling and smashing up and down all around in these YouTube streets, looking to see what is the most effective content, or what's going to what content is going to please your maybe it's your guilty pleasure, or maybe it's something that you're looking for, or whatever the case may be. Drina's Haven 916 is a safe place. It is a safe place for you to come and listen to a story, share your story, tell a story, share with a friend, just kick back or what have you. And I appreciate it. I appreciate each and every one of you. I rock with a lot of different people on YouTube. Let me tell you, I support a lot of channels on YouTube because I have the time to do it. I have other things going on in my life, but when you really are passionate about something, you're gonna make the time. You're gonna take the time. So you may not be able to leave a comment, but you could watch from or listen from your car, or listen maybe you at work on your lunch break or something, and you can give somebody a thumbs up. And if you don't leave a comment, at least you did your part. Sometimes we have the assumption of consumption, meaning that just because you have more than enough, you just want to sit on it. No, I would just beg to differ. I beg to differ because I don't feel in my heart of hearts that our Creator blessed us with everything that we have not to pay it forward, not to bless someone else. And keeping your testimony and the things that you go through to yourself, to me, is kind of lightweight being selfish, because somebody is waiting on you. Somebody is waiting on you to tell your story. You don't have to go on social media and put your face out there and blast out all your business, especially in this day and age of the doxing, and everybody not everybody, but there's a lot of people out there that don't mean you no good. There's a lot of people out there that mean you harm, but we don't walk in fear, right? We're not walking in fear. I don't walk in fear. So there's nothing that man can do to me that's going to destroy who I know that I am. I am beautiful. I am a child of God. I am successful. I am a nurturer. I am somebody. I am. You got to keep saying that to yourself. I am. Regardless of what anybody thinks about you, what anybody says to you, about you, behind your back, in your face, subliminally or nothing, you have to remember those two words, I am. Say it to yourself right now, I am. If you believe it, type it in the chat, I am. Yes. Are you perfect? Maybe in the eyesight of other human beings and men and women? No, you're not perfect. But guess what? God made you perfect. God made you perfect because he made you in his image, and he made you holy. And that's on that. I believe that, and I stand on that. So nobody can come and change my mind about that. Do I get upset and depressed and mad and disheartened some days about choices and things that I've done in my life? Something that I did today, yesterday, the day before, last week, last month, last year? Absolutely. But I'm not going to let that determine my future, because that's not my area code or my zip code. No, I don't live there. That is thrown in the sea of forgetfulness. And then when people want to keep bringing up your past and talking about, remember when you did this or remember when you did that, yeah, you sound real cute. But if you're a strong person, you're going to not let that determine your future. You already know what you did. Why in the entire world, all right, who you trying to prove something to? You trying to prove something to somebody else that don't put food on your table. They don't pay your rent or your mortgage or your bills, your car notes, your life insurance. They don't buy you no hamburger. They don't do nothing for you. So what is it that you're trying to prove yourself about? You made a mistake. Learn how to say, so what? So what? The only person that you should be trying to please is your Creator. And when you make a mistake, you simply ask him to forgive you. You simply ask the people who are closest to you, who are your loved ones, you simply ask them, you admit you're wrong. You admit what you did that was wrong. Hey, you know what? I was wrong. And I acknowledge that. And you deserve better than that. And it was my selfishness that caused this big old mess. And you know what? I am so sorry. It was not my intention to hurt you or disrespect you or make you feel unsafe or less than. And I own that. And I ask you from the bottom of my heart, please forgive me. And then move on with your life. Because at that point, the ball is no longer in your court, my dear lovelies. You ask someone to forgive you for something that you did that upset them or offended them, and you sincerely in your heart asked for forgiveness to that person or people, and then you got to learn how to shake the dust from your feet and do it moving. And if they don't want to accept it, then you know what? Pray for them and just keep it moving. But you have to clear yourself, clear your conscience. You have to do that for you and then keep it moving. Because as long as you keep on rolling over, doing some tricks, fetching a bone, tongue fight with a lizard in the desert, and trying to make everything right, you're going to look back and say, where in the world has my life gone? I done spent all this time and all these years trying to get these people to like me, trying to get this person to forgive me, beating myself up because I made a mistake and now they don't want to forgive me. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. And I say this in all sincerity. Forgive yourself. And do a movement. Sometimes social media, sometimes church folk, sometimes family members, sometimes so-called friends could make you feel so low that you need an umbrella because ants are pissing on you. Not okay. Not okay. Listen, you are somebody and you matter regardless of what you've done in your life. If you are truly, truly remorseful, if you are truly, truly innocent, if you are truly, truly in your heart of hearts, without malice, without forethought, then you know what? Have a nice day. Have a nice life. Enjoy what you have, because we all have our end date. We all have our birth date and our death date, and there's a dash in between. So the question is, what are you going to do with the dash? What are you going to do with the dash? In that dash, you want to make sure that you understand what your purpose in life is. If you do not know what your purpose in life is, then I would highly suggest that you meditate, that you pray, that you consult a professional to help guide you to understand and find out what your purpose is, because time is going to time you out. Time is going to time you out. Think about from like when you were younger. For myself, I can think about when I was younger, and I always wanted to help. I wanted to help. That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to help. I want to help my mom in the kitchen. I want to help my grandmother, type up the bulletins for church. I wanted to help my cousins. I just wanted to help. So as I got older and I got a job at the age of 14, I went to school early. My mom changed my birth certificate so that I could start school early. So I started a year early. I was upset with her for a little bit because she kept making me take courses and classes that I thought was too hard for me, but she kept telling me, you can do it. You got this. I'm proud of you. She fed that into me. My mother fed that into me. She fed into me optimism. She fed into me positivity. Didn't matter what was going on around us. She said, you got this. You can do this. When I would say, Mom, this like calculus, really? Come on, it's too hard. I can't. You can do this, Drina. You got this. And so therefore, I believed it. So I did it. And I graduated from high school at 16 years old. And then I went on, took a break, went on to college, worked, did all the things. When I got my own place, I started renting out rooms. Why? Because I had a passion for people who was less fortunate. I wasn't like so fortunate that like I just was rich, but I was rich with honesty. I was rich with a heart. I was rich with just knowing who I was and just having joy. Happy times come and go, but the joy of the Lord is my strength. And so therefore I would rent rooms out. That turned into me getting a nonprofit organization. That turned into me doing room and board and boarding care and doing in-home support services and taking care of those who can't take care of themselves. Yes, it turned into all of that. Building an empire. Yes, still building an empire. So I come on YouTube and I tell my story. I've been through some ups and downs, some good times, some smiles and cries. But at the end of the day, God knows my heart. If I ain't got nothing else, I have love. I have love. So listen, I'm not going to talk y'all ear off much longer. I'm going to ask if you would please share this out, comment, subscribe. If you haven't done so already, double check that subscription and make sure you hit the bell for notification. Please like. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. And I appreciate each and every one of you that came through and each and every one of you that will catch this on the watch back. Tomorrow, if the good Lord says the same, January 30th, I will be a year older. To God be the glory. And I appreciate each and every one of you, especially my international friends who celebrated my birthday with me on today. That would be Village Food Seasoning. You all are great. And I'm going to go ahead and get out of here because I got to get dressed and handle some business. So listen, have a blessed day, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you might be in the world. It's Drina from Drina's Haven 916. And I'll talk to you later. Deuces.